Hi guys, it's Miss Humphrey back with another math video. It's a cloudy day today, and so I'm feeling kind of cozy. I'm wondering how you guys are doing, so I'd love if you would post a comment on this post today and let me know what you're up to inside on this cloudy day, or if you have a plan to go outside on this rainy day. Today for math, we are going to be talking about conversions in both weight and in mass. So, in the similar way that we did this with length, we are going to be doing it with weight. And I think both of these, weight and mass, are a much easier conversion than the lengths were. Let's take a look now. You need to write the black font down into your notes. So I'm going to hold this here for a moment. I want you to pause the video and please write down the black font into your notes. Okay, I hope you paused the video and you're coming back now to see my lesson with the black writing in your notes. And let's go over it then. So, for weight, we talked about pounds and ounces yesterday. I'm adding in a new one, which is tons. So 1 pound is equal to 16 ounces. That means that when we break up 1 pound, it's equivalent to 16 ounces. So think about yesterday, what we talked about in terms of what we can think of for pounds and ounces. 16 of those are equivalent to 1 pound. The new word ton, I'm sure you've heard before. We don't measure that many things in tons because they're huge. 1 ton is 2,000 pounds. So none of us weigh a ton. I don't know any person who weighs 2,000 pounds. But think about what could be some other things we might measure that are that heavy. What's something that could weigh 2,000 pounds? Next we have mass, and mass is pretty similar to when we talked about length yesterday in metrics. 1 kilogram is equal to 1,000 grams. Remember that song that I had you guys sing? Milli, centi, deci, woo, deca, hecca, kilo. So this is kilogram, and if we were to move over on our song, it adds how many zeros to our number? From 1 kilogram back to a gram, we add on 3 zeros, or we would swipe over 3 times on our little picture. So let's go ahead and get started working through converting these. So the first example says 4 tons is equal to how many pounds? And remember, we use multiplication to do these conversions. So if 1 ton is 2,000 pounds, how many pounds is 4 tons? So what I'm going to do is I have 1 ton being 2,000 pounds. So I'm going to multiply, if I want to know 4 tons, I'm going to multiply 2,000 by 4. And we have our zeros trick, so that's going to be pretty easy for us. If I do 2,000 times 4, I can ignore my 3 zeros. I can do 2 times 4 equals 8, and then I need to add those 3 zeros back on. So 4 tons is equivalent to 8,000 pounds. So again, I took 4 and I multiplied it by 2,000 because 1 ton equals 2,000 pounds. So if I want to know what 4 tons equals, I need to multiply 4 by that 2,000. The next one says 6 pounds is how many ounces? I want you to think to yourself, what multiplication am I going to do? What 2 numbers am I going to multiply? 6 pounds is how many ounces? First think, 1 pound is how many ounces? Now what do you need to multiply? Hopefully you chose 6 pounds times 16. So I need to do 6 times 16 because 1 pound is 16 ounces. So I'm going to do 16 times 6. And I get 96. So 1 pound is 16 ounces, 6 pounds is 96 ounces. And I found that by multiplying these 6 from 6 pounds by the 16 in our conversion. Let's do the same thing with mass. And remember, mass is pretty easy because we just add on the zeros to the end. So 6 kilograms is going to be how many grams? If 1 kilogram is 1,000 grams, how many zeros did I add on to go from kilogram to gram? 1, 2, 3. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to take this 6 and I'm going to add on 3 zeros. So if 1 kilogram is 1,000 grams, 6 kilograms is 6,000 grams. I want you to think to yourself, if 1 kilogram is 1,000 grams, 8 kilograms is how many grams? I'm going to put on 3 zeros, and it is 8,000. All right, I'm going to be posting a Google form that asks you to go from tons to pounds, pounds to ounces, kilograms to grams, and you also will have practice on IXL. Some of you have requested access, so I'm going to give you a username and a password today. So go ahead and try this out on your own, fill in the Google form, and if you have any questions, join me during my Google Meet tomorrow. Bye, guys.